Hi everyone. Hope your day is going well. Coming to you from hot Florida. I'm out on my patio right now. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Please. Thank you. Now it's a new week. Yes, it's Monday, the 7th of July, 2025. It's a new week, and the weekend has ended. And you would think after this weekend, these are several shows that were kept. Kartel in Europe, Bounty Killer in New York, and Alkaline in Jamaica. It is just never ending. There's a lot of criticism that went on or that's going on, mostly with Vybz Kartel. As you know, Vybz Kartel does not perform with a band, a very noisy band. Bands that drown out the artists. You can't hear anything that they're saying. Yeah, those kind of bands. A lot of people maybe don't care for bands. A lot of artists maybe will just work on perform off their tracks. What is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. However, there is something that viewers need to know, because the bloggers on YouTube and Instagram, TikTok, wherever you're viewing them from, they are not being honest with you guys. First of all, we are not there. We are most of the time, or 99.9% of the time, the people who are bringing you the reviews on these shows, they're not at the venue. They've never been there. They complain about the ticket prices, just like the fans who want to go but can't afford it. So they're not there. So what all of us are doing, we are relying on whoever or someone in that venue to hold their camera steady throughout the entire show, whether it be 2 hours, 3 hours, and make sure they have a full battery, and they sit there and they video everything. Now, everybody is not going to get the artist at the same angle, okay? Yeah, you'll hear the roar of the crowd and things like that, and of course, you see the artists. Some of them are far in the back. They can hardly even zoom in for us to see the artist up close. So yes, we are not there. We are relying on them, and it is unfair to just look at one or two clips from amateur videographic graphicker. What do you call those people? Video graphicers. I think that's what they're called. But anyway, like a photographer. And to say, well, Kartel did poorly. He was the worst over the weekend. And then if you sit and you keep, scrolling through the internet, you see better performances of him. Someone who got him at a better angle. See him performing with other people. So it wasn't just him. I think he performed with one or two other people that he has collabed with. And so like I'm saying, it is unfair to just up and just say that he was the worst. But like I've always said, he's the worst, but there are people who are worse than him in every way. So, I appeal to you guys. You guys on YouTube, I'm even subscribe. I subscribe to your channel, and for you to come out and dog Kartel the way you guys did yesterday and today, shame on you. What would you do if he was still locked up? You guys have been making thousands and thousands of dollars since last year that Kartel came home. There's not a day. You guys do not miss a day. Yes, you talk about other artists or other topics, but Kartel is the main one. Because when he is in the thumbnail, that is what draws people attention to your page. So what you all did to him this weekend, going into this week, wasn't nice. It wasn't nice, and it wasn't fair. Okay, it wasn't fair. Everyone knows about Vybz Kartel. If you were to go on the line of people lined up to go into the show where the Kartel is performing with 100 other people, 89.9% of those people said we're here to see Vybz Kartel. So what does that tell you? You think they've never heard that he doesn't perform, like he's not jumping up to the ceiling. He's not jumping, running all over the ceiling. He's doing the best that he can. He's 49 and he's still not well. I know when you look at him, you would think that, but you look at the way he walks and all that. Sometimes he's coming through the airport, I see him resting his left hand on the shoulder of TJ, his manager. Kartel might still be weak. We don't know. We don't know. So to come out and say that he was the worst over the weekend, guys, shame on you. Shame on all my fellow bloggers. You did not do Kartel justice. Yes, Beenie Man did his thing, and someone was able to video all of Beenie Man's performance. They had a good shot. I don't know if it's a friend of his lady, or someone, but someone in the crowd got a good shot of him, and from beginning to end. And yes, he did well. I'm not here to bash anyone. Okay, it's just the heart of people that I speak on. The heart of people, how I see them operate, how they treat their fellow men. Okay, so when you don't care for other people, you're selfish with everything. Yeah, I see all that, and those are maybe the things that would turn me off from an artist. But yes, they all did well. Alkaline, he did his thing, made his money, because that is his show. So he made his money. Every artist is doing their thing. And thank God for Kartel, because before Kartel came out, I have never seen all this excitement. I haven't seen this much going on in dancehall. I haven't. So let's be fair. Without him being out here, it would be just as dead as it was. So let's not, put all the blame on him and say this and say that about him. I myself, I sent, I don't know if Scatter is going to see it, but I usually wait for him to make a post, like within seconds. I try to send him a message, let him know to check his inbox. And I tell him, please tell Kartel to sing out all of his songs. If he can, he cannot sing the entire catalog. It's not going to happen. But the songs that he do choose to sing, just sing them all out. And to the end, if possible. I don't know which artists really do that. And especially dancehall artists. Who sings a song from beginning to end? I don't know. But that was what I asked him to do. And, Kartel has a way to perform. Even when he's talking, just being out here in the streets, wherever, he's always touching himself. He's always having his hand at the front of his pants. That's kind of distasteful. I wish he would stop that. But I think, they grab their crotch. American artists do it. Haitians, Africans, it's just a thing with men, I guess. And I even see the women trying to do the same thing, which is ridiculous. Unless, of course, they have something down there that we don't know about. But yes, those are one or two things, that I just hope that he will just not do. Because if I see it, I know millions are seeing it as well. So that's my take on the weekend, what took place. Kartel has a show today. He's probably started already, because I believe they're like 4 or 5 up to 6 hours ahead of us in Amsterdam. And I'm sure come tomorrow morning, somebody will have something bad to say. You know what? I don't have Kartel's money. I don't have his homes. I don't have his cars. I don't have his wealth. I don't have anything that Vybz Kartel have. But not because I don't have that. I'm going to come on here knowing that I'm making money. Not me. Not me. Of course, my channel is new. I'm not earning anything from that as yet. But they know that they're making big money. You just having his name up there. So to come out and say that he was the worst over the weekend, I would like to really tell them a word or two, but I'm going to leave it at that, because everyone has their opinion, and that's their opinion. They just believe Kartel need to get with a band like Beenie Man. All this comparison, who gives a shit? Excuse my French. Who cares at this point? Nobody really does, So at some point he will stop. because he has his money and he's making money and money is always coming in. So if it's a money thing, he could just stop, get off social media altogether, and just go live his life. Just become a private citizen and just end it all. And I hope that day will come. I really do. I just, for me, all I do is wish him success, because he does take care of his family very well and all his friends around him and then some. He has a charity that he supports in Jamaica also that feeds the homeless and all that. So Kartel is not the worst. He's not the worst. People just don't like him because he has what they would want to have, without they wish they had. I'll check him out and see how he did, how his show went. I'm not going to come on here and comment about it because, of course, they plaster everything all over social media. It's there for you to see. You go ahead and help yourselves, guys. And just know that people are very unfair. Have a great afternoon. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and check out my previous videos. Bye-bye.